Let's begin today's class in a comfortable seat on your mat. Crossing your legs in front of you, and spine reaches long, crown reaches long. Letting your hands rest on your knees, palms facing up or down. As you begin to notice your breath, today's class is a power vinyasa class. So we're going to be moving pretty quickly in this class, and I won't have a lot of time to be giving you alignment cues because of that. So please just be aware of yourself and your position and try to remember all of the proper alignment you've learned thus far to keep yourself safe while we go through this. And with that, let's bring our hands in prayer to the center of our chest and set an intention for this class. Maybe for today's class, it's something about strength and flowing and all the heat that will build here. Whatever it is, set that intention now. Sealing it in. And then inhale and bring your arms up long overhead. And exhale, drop your right arm down for a side stretch. Left arm reaches long overhead. Reaching through those left fingertips, reaching through the left hip. Opening up that chest to the side, to the sky. And inhale, coming back through center. And exhale the left arm down. Side stretch on the other side. Right arm comes long overhead. Reaching through the fingertips, opening the chest. Inhale through center. And exhale, side stretch on the right again. Inhale back through center. And exhale, left hand down, side stretch on the left. Inhale back through center. And exhale to the right for a seated twist. Right hand comes behind you, left hand comes to your right knee. Reaching up through the crown of your head. Inhale back through center, reaching the arms up long. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand to the left knee. Finding extension with the inhale. Twisting a little deeper on the exhale. Inhale, coming back through center. And then we'll find butterfly pose, pressing the soles of your feet together, keeping those feet closer to your hips or further away, whatever you'd like to do today. Inhaling to find length in your spine, and then exhaling to fold over the legs. Inhale and lift the chest back up. And exhale into tabletop. Knees directly under your hips, hands directly under your shoulders, engaging the abs, straightening the spine. And let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale to drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin, and exhale to round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, open the chest, lift the chin, drop the belly, and exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this at your own breath. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine and table. Inhaling here. And exhale into downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Taking time in this first down dog of the day to really pedal out the feet. Taking whatever movements feel good here while we wake up the body before we really get going here in a little bit. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the top of the mat, and exhale, make your way to the top, forward fold. Hang out in this forward fold for just a few breaths, bending your knees as generously as you'd like. And then inhale and make your way up into Tadasana, rolling up through your spine or coming with a straight back. Meeting me in mountain pose, standing tall. Let's go through some sun salutation B's. Inhale into chair pose like you're taking a seat, lifting your arms up long overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine reaches long. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, engage the abs. And exhale through chaturanga, lowering halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest, lift the chin. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. And exhale, step it forward between your hands, low lunge. Inhale up into warrior one. Back heel comes down at a 45-degree angle. Arms reach up to the sky, chest is forward. And exhale back down into low lunge. Hands frame the front foot. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Inhale up into warrior one. Chest is forward, reaching through those fingertips, squaring the hips. And exhale into low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the top of the mat. And exhale, make your way into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale into chair pose, sinking those hips back, chest opens. And exhale into Tadasana, standing tall, hands by your sides. Inhale into chair pose, sinking the hips back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, chaturanga, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale into plank, hands directly under your shoulders. And exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the top of the mat. And exhale, make your way to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale into chair pose, sink those hips back. And exhale into Tadasana, hands by your sides. Inhale into chair pose once more. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward between your hands, low lunge. Inhale up into warrior one. And exhale, back into low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and exhale into low lunge. Inhale up into warrior one. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the top of the mat. And exhale, step or hop to the top, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, find that length. And exhale, forward folds. Inhale into chair pose. And exhale into Tadasana, hands by your sides, rooting down through your feet, lifting up through your head. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale into downward facing dog, planting the hands, stepping back, lifting the hips up and back. Inhale the right leg up and back. And then open up that hip, bending the knee. And then flipping over into Wild Thing. Option to always stay just in that three-legged dog with the open hip. Otherwise, flip over into Wild Thing, letting your body stretch, lifting up, finding that back bend. One more breath here. And as you exhale, coming back into the three-legged dog. Inhaling with your leg back. And exhale your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Inhale up into warrior two. Bringing that heel back down to the ground, spiraling the hands up, reaching through both fingertips. Chest is open to the side, gaze out over the front hand. Finding a little bit deeper bend in that front knee, keeping that knee pulling more towards your pinky toes, not sinking inwards. Good work. Inhale to find triangle, straighten the front leg, hinge forward, dropping the right arm down. Right hand comes to the ground or a block or your shin or your ankle or wherever it touches today. Left arm is long overhead, reaching through both fingertips, letting the hips open. Inhale back up into warrior two. Taking one breath in here. And then exhale and cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot, low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Other side, inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then bend at the knee and open up the hip. And then, of course, option to find a Wild Thing on this side too, flipping the dog, bringing that foot back down to the ground, chest up to the sky, lifting the hips up a little bit higher. And as you exhale, coming back into three-legged dog. Inhaling here. And then exhale your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale back into three-legged dog. Exhale your left knee to your right elbow, finding that twist. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, low lunge, stepping the foot forward between the hands. Inhale up into warrior two, windmilling the arms up, finding that bend in the knee, opening up the chest to the side, reaching up through the crown while sinking down at the same time into that knee. Inhale to come into triangle, straightening the front leg, hinging forward at the hip, and then tilting your hand down to the ground. Right arm comes long overhead, reaching up towards the sky. Finding reach through both fingertips. Finding reach through the crown of your head and through that back leg. Inhale back into warrior two, bending the front knee. And exhale, low lunge, cartwheeling the hands down to frame the front foot, squaring those hips. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the top of the mat, and exhale, step or hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Move your feet wide, scooching them out, maybe to the outer corners of your mat. And then find Malasana, sinking the hips down between your feet, lifting the chest up, bringing your hands into prayer at the center of your chest, using your elbows maybe to open up your knees a little bit more, trying to keep your heels rooted on the ground. Let's take a twist, dropping your right arm down to the ground, your left arm reaches up to the sky. Remembering to find your breath here. And then exhale, releasing the twist, bringing your left hand down to the ground. Right arm reaches up to the sky, twisting to the right. And exhale, coming back through center. And then option to hang out in this Malasana squat or come into crow, planting your hands on the ground in front of you, shifting your knees up into your elbows. Relax, setting your knees on the backs of your triceps, picking up your back feet, leaning forward. And exhale, releasing crow, coming back into forward fold, feet close together once again. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale into downward facing dog, planting the hands, stepping back, lifting the hips up and back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Inhale here. And exhale into child's pose, dropping your knees down to the ground, letting your forehead rest on the mat, letting your arms relax. Letting the hips relax. Taking nice deep breaths in through the nose. Inhale and come back up into down dog. Inhaling your right leg up and back. And exhale into pigeon on the right side, bringing your right knee towards your right wrist. Inhaling to find length in your chest, keeping your hips stacked in the middle, not falling over to one side. And exhale to fold over your leg. Walking your arms and your chest out as far as they'll go today. Maybe finding the ground. Maybe finding a block with your head, or maybe staying all the way upright. Wherever feels good today. Then inhale, lifting your chest back up, walking your hands towards you, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, and exhale into pigeon on the left side. Checking on that back foot to make sure it's straight and not sickling inward as you inhale and lift the chest, and exhale to fold over the left leg. Noticing if this side is any different than the other. And inhaling as you walk your hands back towards you, lifting up your chest, and exhale into downward facing dog once again. Taking one final inhale in this down dog, and then exhaling and coming and finding a seated position on your mat. Next, we'll find boat pose. So bringing your feet out in front of you, placing the soles of the feet on the mat, bending the knees. And then inhaling to lift up the feet, bringing your arms out long in front of you alongside your legs. Lifting, keeping the chest open, lifting through that chest as you engage the core, tucking that navel down and in. Keep that chest lifted. Maybe straightening your legs. Inhaling here. And exhale into half boat, coming down towards the ground. Straightening your legs out, keeping them up off of the mat. Back up off the mat. And then inhale, coming back up into boat pose. One more inhale here. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Inhale and bend your knees, planting your feet on the mat. And we'll find bridge pose. So inhale to lift the hips up to the sky, gently squeezing the glutes. And then exhale and release bridge back down to the ground. Inhale for bridge a second time, lifting those hips up a little bit higher. And exhale, release the pose. For our third round, you have the option to come into bridge again or coming into full wheel if that's in your practice. So inhale up into bridge or wheel. And then exhaling and releasing the pose, whichever one you're in. And bring your knees into your chest, just gently letting them rest there. I'll let you decompress for a couple of breaths. And on your next exhale, drop your knees over to the left side for a supine twist. Extending your right arm out long. Gaze over those right fingertips. Taking full deep breaths here as we begin to relax. Then inhale and bringing your knees back into your chest. And exhale, drop your knees over to the right side. Left arm reaches out long, gaze over those left fingertips. Continuing to breathe deeply. Inhale, bringing the knees back to the center of the chest. And exhale for Shavasana, letting everything come down to the ground. Letting your arms and your legs take up as much space as you would like. Letting your brow unfurrow and your shoulders sink into the mat. Let those shoulder blades be snuggled under you so that they lie flat. Letting out any further tension that you're holding in your body as you let your fingers curl and your toes fall to the side. And let go of any control over the breath as we remain here. And taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling it all out. Continuing to breathe deeply as you come back into the space around you. Beginning to bring gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. And then taking a full body stretch if that feels good. Slowly, then rolling over onto one side and pushing yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed all the way. Bringing your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. Repeat that intention that you set at the beginning, knowing that you are strong, and you are passionate, and you are powerful. And you can take your intention with you throughout the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me in practice today. Namaste.